How to handle an arrogant husband. Did my wife slip that in? My name is Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. And let's get into this topic in a kind of an interesting way, because you can't change anybody. It's hard enough to change yourself. How many times have you had a New Year's resolution or any time of year where you said, okay, from now on, blah, 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 blah. How long does that last? Now, it is possible for you to change yourself. In fact, in our courses, it's the very first place we start is in how you change yourself. And I've developed techniques and systems that work. But it's not easy. Now, it's not easy for you to change yourself. Do you think you're going to be able to say to your husband, you know, you're pretty arrogant. Could you please be more humble? How do you think he's going to respond to that? He's going to be mad. He's going to be reactive, defensive. Not me. I'm not arrogant. Oh, I am, actually. So here's the thing. There's an old saying that, very old saying, even before my time, that he or she got my goat. Well, get your goat out of the way. You know, the thing of it is that we react to things based on our own stuff, because not everybody reacts to the same things, right? It's basically we have our own weaknesses. We should be calm, cool, and collected regardless of what we encounter. It's tougher in a marriage because we're living with someone in close quarters. I call it the sacred space of marriage, but how often do soulmates turn into cellmates? You have two choices when you're married. You can fight until you're divorced, or you can change yourself. Yes, and you can change yourself. And this is the art of marriage, you might say, is learning how to love unconditionally, which means you ignore the flaws that your spouse has. Who doesn't have flaws? You don't have no flaws. You have flaws. Your husband has flaws. Everyone has flaws. Your children have flaws. Everybody. But what happens is you become sensitive. There's other things that are going on. And I'll tell you what's primarily going on. Primarily what's going on is you have not, and I'm sorry to be accusatory about this, but you have not learned how to get the most out of your marriage. And so you're allowing this amazing man you're married to upset you based on a couple of his flaws. Arrogance is not that big a deal. It really isn't. So what you need to do is you need to step back. You need to take a look and say, you know what? He has some arrogance going. And again, I know I do too. But he has all these other amazing qualities. I call these workarounds. Every time your mind comes up with a blame, which is what that is, respond internally to that by going, yeah, maybe, however, and heal yourself. Bring yourself to a place of loving in spite of flaws, because that's what it's all about, soul to soul, not ego to ego. I hope this is helpful. I hope your marriage is not sliding into the rocks over this. It would seem so trite if that were the case. If you're having more difficulty, though, write into one of our counselors. It's free. They'll guide you either to one of our books or one of the courses. other than that, blessings to you, blessings to your arrogant husbands, and blessing to your family. God bless. Thank you.